Good morning. It is morning somewhere, right? I'm your host, Jeff Ski Kinsey from Fast Charge Energy. That's right. Life is too short for a slow charge, right? Am I right? or am I right? Hey, by the way, we are powered by Rhino Island Media. That's our agency company to help get the word out about not only our business, but your business, if you're one of our clients. One of my favorite topics is how it pays to have smart friends. Okay? Now, we all have friends that intelligence isn't really the measure of the friendship. Okay? That's a given. And some of the smartest people are not necessarily fun people to be around. But the cool thing is there are a lot of exceptions to the rule. There are some amazingly funny people that are brilliant beyond mere words. Anyhow, so today I'm thumbing through LinkedIn like I do, and this lady that I follow on LinkedIn, Shanae, she does this marketing outreach, how to be a better marketer, and I think in some cases how to be a better person. But that's an aside. Anyhow, so she's doing. Most people, I think, have deserted Clubhouse now that LinkedIn has whatever they call their product. I don't know. Is it Voices? That's a detail I don't pay attention to. But anyhow, so I jump on the session, and she's talking with somebody, and it really resonates, and then the next person not so much. So I jump off and I do some other things. And I come back and I jump on. And she's interviewing this gentleman who has a background in magazines, who has a background in events, who has this amazing background. It's like, oh man, this could be my history. So I reach out and I connect. I'm not going to share who that is yet at this point, but we seem to have hit it off. And I shared with him one of my favorite business quotes. And some of you know I do a lot of mentoring, a lot for free. I also charge. I've been a business consultant primarily in strategy, but some tactics for 20 plus years. But anyhow, so we hit it off and I share this concept. I had a partner. I get out of the Marine Corps. I took a year off and goofed off. Why? Well, A, because I could. Well, let's don't go there. So after a year, I go to work for this tuxedo rental company. And a year later, the owners want to sell out, and so I buy it. And then I partner with the tailor at the men's store where I rent space. And we launch a second location in downtown New Philly where my great-grandfather, George E. Buss, had his sporting goods store where he sold Harley Davidsons. One of the first 200 dealers before they even had dealerships back in like 1909, 10, 11, 12. So anyhow, my partner was this larger-than-life character, Ubaldo Nonno, Nonno. I remember when the guy from the gas company came to hook up our utilities we had a store on South Broadway. It was right next to Rick's shoe shop, shoe repair. I think the guy's name was Rick. It's been many moons ago. Anyhow, he comes in from what is it, Dominion? Was it called Dominion back then? This would have been 78, I think we opened the New Philly store. So the guy comes in, he goes, what the hell's a no-no? Okay. So I always called him no-no, and he always called me ski. And so one day he says, ski, the secret of business is to do as little as possible. And while I'm scratching my head on that, thinking, this guy really doesn't have much business sense, he says, that little, get somebody else to do it. That haunted me for weeks, if not months, until one night I'm in there. Ubaldo hated working on women's clothes because they aren't constructed as well as men's. So one night he taught me to do the tailoring for almost all the women's clothes at one point. I'm in there on a Friday night, working away late by myself. Everybody's gone. He's obviously gone. And it dawns on me, that little he got me to do. I'm the one in there tailoring the women's clothes in the middle of the night. So I shared that with this gentleman. We've laughed already, and we haven't cried yet, but there's some things we could have cried over, but it pays to have smart friends. And if you don't, you need to reach out. And if I can help, again, I don't know if I can, but you have not because you ask not. So if you need more smart friends in your circle, reach out. And if I'm not that person, I'll help you find somebody. Okay, fair enough. Remember, it's going to be just about as great a day as you make up your mind to make it. So join me and the team at Fast Charge Energy, and let's make it a fabulous day. Okay? Questions? All you have to do is ask.